There we go. Yikes. Seems all of my videos start with me trying to balance the camera. Anyway, whoa. Almost fell through my couch there. Jennifer McCreath, Monday night, October 8th, 2012. I want to turn the camera on briefly again to talk about something that's really aggravating me. Said I'd try to back out of trans advocacy and pass the torch, but no one seems to be commenting on this issue, so I wanted to just raise it. Seems every year somebody out there, a conservative-minded politician, raises question about trans human rights becoming a bathroom bill, and we've heard these fear-mongerings year after year. They've received a lot of media attention, and in some cases they've stopped trans human rights bills from passing, in some cases they have not. Bottom line, in jurisdictions where they have not been successful, I think history has demonstrated that this is a non-issue. Ontario added gender identity and gender expression into their human rights code a few months back, and this has not caused any bathroom issues whatsoever. You can check all over the world, jurisdiction after jurisdiction. When is enough enough? Last year I did a video talking about Richard Floyd in Tennessee, how he wanted to stomp a mud hole in people using what he felt was the wrong bathroom. Now we got a gentleman named Rob Anders out there in Calgary, I believe, or is it Edmonton, out west in Alberta somewhere, raising the same issues. When is enough enough? How many times do we have to keep discussing this issue and proving that it's a non-issue? Another thing I'll throw out there is, where are the trans men in these advocacy discussions? It seems every time I Google or YouTube or whatever, it's a trans woman talking about trans human rights. It's Chris Malloy, it's Josie Harding, it's Susan Gapka, it's Mercedes Allen. Where are the trans men? This affects you folks as well, perhaps even more so than us. We're dealing with a challenge that bathroom use should be based on your genitals, and I think statistics show that a lot more trans women go post-op than trans men. The majority of trans men do not have bottom surgery and therefore are still considered female in the eyes of these politicians. Interestingly enough, though, the trans men tend to be much more passable than trans women, because within 3 months on average of starting testosterone, they get a deep voice and they grow facial hair. Basically politicians, and I'll throw this out to you politicians, I'll throw it out to the trans men as well. You're going to put trans men in women's bathrooms simply because they have a vagina, even though they are men and they look like men and they sound like men. And where's that side of the story? And I just wanted to raise that issue because it's really getting to the point where it's almost sad and comical that the media, mainstream media, even pays attention to this concern, because I think it's been proven that it's not a concern. Doesn't bother me, really. I've had my surgery, I'm female. I can go into any bathroom and feel as though I belong there from a legal sex standpoint. That's a whole other issue that the non-ops are fighting, is the right for recognition of gender without having to go through surgery. And Ontario, we've just seen that victory occur, and now Ontarians can self-identify any gender they want on their documentation without having to have surgery. So you buddy out there, Anders in Calgary, you better pay attention to what's going on in Ontario, because like it or not, Toronto is the center of the universe. I know, because I lived there for 24 years. And you folks are going to be quickly further seen as right-wing hick bigots who don't have a fucking clue. And you're going to lead to the downfall of your provincial, or not your provincial, your federal government. And but yeah, speak out, people. We can't just let idiots like Mr. Anders and Mr. Floyd in Tennessee get all the attention on this. We need to get the attention too. We need to get on television and talk about this. It's something I've done for 5 years to the point where it's burnt me out. Where are the other trans people? Get out there, complain, write the media, write your members of parliaments, express the outrage over this, and take steps to help clarify the truth that gender identity and gender expression added to the Human Rights Code will not pose any risk in a bathroom that wasn't already there before. It will not make it legal to cause sexual harassment. It will not make crimes legal. We have a Criminal Code of Canada. It explicitly states that harassing someone, sexual harassment, assault, sexual assault, and rape are all crimes. That is not going to change. So let's just get on with this issue, because there's a lot of other things going on in this world, people. I know I'm fed up with having to talk about this, and I really hope I don't have to turn this camera on yet again a year from now to talk about some other idiot politician who's trying to do the exact same thing. So wisen up, people, and for all the people affected by this, don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Get up there and advocate for your own rights, because you're going to run out of people like me who are going to stand up and fight for you, because we're all getting burnt out. We're moving on to other things, because we have a life to live, and we don't have time for it either. So there you go. Jennifer McCreath, over and out. Thank you very much.